Manager Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman, their president of baseball operations, of the opinion that, yes, it's a very, very different roster. Lots of new faces, lots of new places. History, John, is that the 10 guys are gone from last year's roster. They cleared over $100 million in salaries when the Justin Turners of the world vacated and Trey Turner jumped as a free agent, etc. But they have enormous belief in their kids. And I think this is the fascinating thing, because we haven't seen him yet. But will the double play combination hold up? I'm talking about the shortstop, Gavin Lux, who bounced all over last year, played a lot of positions, but it's going to be the guy at shortstop. And Miguel Vargas, hot young rookie. And when he had his cup of coffee at the end of last season, he played really well. I don't know whether James Outman can be the established everyday center fielder. Anything's got to be better than Cody Bellinger hitting 198 over a 3-year span. They like this kid, Mike Bush. They think he might be the first baseman of the future. He's hardly played at all at the major league level. And then the young pitchers. And these two guys showed something at the tail end of last season. Ryan Pepiot from Oklahoma City and Gavin Stone. And they got another one, Bobby Miller. So they've really got jewels coming out of AAA that they think are about ready. But that's a lot of guys to count on to say they're going to be established major leaguers and they're going to be able to replace what Justin Turner gave us at third and Trey Turner gave us at short and what Cody Bellinger gave us once upon a time in center field. And then you add into that what I call the one-year rentals. Noah Syndergaard is throwing 99. Now, he was electric, and he was a great pitcher with the New York Mets, and then he had all the physical woes. Last year was kind of a bounce back coming off surgery year. He was competitive, and he went from the Angels to the Phillies and then became a free agent. J.D. Martinez was told today he is going to be the designated hitter 99% of the time. It'll be interesting to see. He's not hitting at Fenway Park anymore, where he did very well. It'll be interesting to see, though, if he's got good bats around him, does he get better pitchers to look at, and does he put those pitchers in play and knock them out of the yard? David Peralta is going to be a utility outfielder, but the guy's a career 281 hitter, had injuries last season. They've also brought back Jason Hayward. Hayward, of course, is a former Cub and Atlanta Brave. He had injuries and he got into bad habits. He's rebuilt his mechanics at home plate. He had home runs today in the first full day of batting practice over in Glendale at Camelback Ranch. I said, wow. He thinks it's a new guy at home plate. So you got Hayward, and then obviously Miguel Rojas, who came from the Miami Marlins, can play shortstop, can play second base. It didn't hit well last year, but he's a Gold Glove guy. He has hit in the past, a little bit of power. Maybe Rojas is the insurance policy at the kids at the top of the list. If they don't get the job done, Rojas is there. It's a very different roster. They're banking their hopes on a pile of AAA players from out of Oklahoma City and the one-year rentals. Thoughts?
I mean, how about a guy that plays center field and his name is Outman? I mean, isn't that perfect? So I love that. But, the Dodgers have had so many rookies of the year. Remember in the 90s, they had them like 4 years in a row. I mean, who was it? It was Steve Sachs, and I can't remember all of them. Andre Ethier was probably one of those guys. So Karros was the other guy. So they've always put together this great farm system, this great player development program. I think a lot of these guys are probably going to turn out. Now, to your point, can they count on all of them
at once?
Because they're going to need to do that. I mean, if you've got, a loaded all-star roster and you got an open slot at second baseman and you bring in Steve Sachs as a rookie, it kind of works out. But this maybe is not going to work out. So there's just a lot of questions. We've never had questions with the Dodgers going back 10 years. We've always known what they're going to be, and they've usually always proven to be exactly that. So this year, we'll see.
We've never had the numbers of questions.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay.